What it do with y'all?
What's up, Buzz J? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You know, shalom, assalamu alaikum, peace, peace to all the nations.
How you doing, man? What's your favorite quote?
Thank you. Favorite quote? I'm gonna go with Denzel Washington. He say, "Inspire to make a difference, not just to make a living."
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
That hit me. Yeah, I said.
What I hit you?
I said, because that's what I was doing at the time. I said, and I was, you know, as our people, shout out to Yaki Awaken too. He broke down the etymology of war, and it wasn't what I thought it was. You would think brutal violence, but it was actually confusion. So, in that stage of my life, I was in confusion, right? Because I'm doing something for my people, and I was like, all right, what is this going to add up to? I was just talking about the last session. Like, what is this? What's the outcome?
Right.
Meanwhile, my people distracted by this, that, just so. How can I package this up and make money out of this like the white man do, right? But what I'm doing doesn't come with that type of integrity. What I'm doing don't come with that type of honor. See what I'm saying? So when I brought it back to the fact that again I was lost, like what is the meaning of this? You know, I realized the meaning is deeper than what I knew it was at that point. And it was to inspire our people not to be lost, inspire our people to find themselves and get their priorities and their honor right. Because then when our people find out that we're the key to the rest of the nations, following in order, then we'll know how important we are.
When you was lost, what helped you find that light, that guidance? Like, what got you there? What brought you out? And let you see the light. What made you see the light?
Going through pain and being vulnerable. That's what God will do.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm gonna ask you about the this or that. Shame or guilt?
Shame at this point in life.
Left or right?
We're going right.
LA or Miami?
Going Miami.
Grass or concrete?
Grass.
Spanish or French? For extra language.
They both. I'm about to say they both double cross. We gonna go with French though.
Yeah. To learn the language.
Yeah.
Walk or run?
I'm gonna walk.
Marble or granite?
Granite.
Tupac or Biggie?
Pop.
Why Pop?
Ooh, because what I'm about to go into, you gotta. Pop stood, you know, his roots was deep down to his mother, down to his name, named after Tupac Amaru, which is an indigenous person over here in Peru that fought for the South American freedom and led up to the Mexico freedom that happened by different various nations. They say African, but copper-colored people or maroons. Spanish or what we call mixed babies at that time that they named Indians. See what I'm saying? Or mulattoes. Yeah, they caused the uprising. Tupac Amaru. And he got his name from another Aztec king. You know what I'm saying? So it was passed down. So talking about a revolutionary spirit.
We're gonna talk podcast, people. If you can hang with Wallow or Gilly.
Going Wallow.
If you could help, which one would it be? Would it be the history or our future?
Our future question. Our future, that is a good question. That's what happened was supposed to happen.
Alright, then I got two questions. What does this one for both of y'all? What does peace mean to you?
Just peace. I mean, just like just like a clear head, just clear mind, just being one with myself, just being one with the people around me, just being me.
What does peace mean to you?
I gotta agree when he said the key word, being one.
Yeah.
You can be with the family, you can be one-minded, sharing interests, like minds. That's how, you know, we make language. That's how we create inventions and common interests or compound interests, like financial literacy. So he definitely said the key word oneness.
Then My last question. And I'm gonna get out y'all head. I know you probably gonna come a little different than what you gonna say. But what does history mean to you when you hear the word history? Like, what do you think of first? It could be anything. It could be a color, anything.
Overcoming.
The word overcoming comes to you when you hear history.
Yeah, just
as soon as you hear history, is
overcoming. Just like the process, the shit we had to go through to get to where we at right now.
You hear history, what do you think about?
Shit that happened. That's what happened. Like on the scientific mode, investigating what happened, who, you know what I'm saying, where happened, find out.
Yeah, you said like behind the scenes, you said you was vegan.
Yeah, I'm vegan. I've been vegan for 8 years.
Dang, what made you want to go vegan?
I was already studying nutrition and health, but the mother of my child was vegan, so after that I just took off with it.
Dang, why your child was vegan?
The mother of my child was
mother
vegan.
your child.
So she was already into it. She was more,
she just put you on game.
Naturalist, holistic stuff.
I went vegan for a month.
Listen, I've been there.
Yeah, I went vegan for a month. All I could snap on was French fries. I was like, hey,
It get hard.
what can I eat around here?
Literally.
Nah, that shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
It is.
And then try to go to little fancy, little vegan restaurants. I try to do, just try to, keep everything spicy like I do.
Yeah.
And and that's just, it was cool.
But you said the key word again, spices.
Got it, yeah.
Once I learned my spices, I was locked in.
Oh.
Like I'm scared to go back out. Like by the 5th year, once I was locked in, like spices, which is part of history, the spice trade, which led to a lot of wars and why we now land locked now.
Damn.
My man right here, like, Michael back.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta finish his business talking about that. I said, Malcolm X, so I based so. But spices is definitely what locked me in with vegan. Once I learned that I can make mushrooms, fried mushrooms, or I could take jackfruit. Some people don't like mushrooms. I can fry that and make it. So you can fry that and make it chicken. Make it like chicken.
Yeah, it didn't taste the same.
Did you fry it though?
I ain't fried though.
So you ain't fried. You know what I'm saying? Put the batter on there, put your seasoning, you can do the same thing.
But the oyster ones?
I like it. Oysters, you can do they got giant oysters at the international markets, the jumbo jumps or something, yeah, you can.
That's all right. What's your favorite you know what? For Thanksgiving I had a vegan lasagna, that joint was busting.
Vegan cheese, what was made of? Cashew?
I don't know, I don't think it had cheese on it. Did it have cheese? That's a good question. It tastes like it. I know it had a lot of vegetables in that joint. I was like, this joint alright. This joint was alright.
So it's the spices,
It was the spices, yeah. It was definitely they did their thing with that one. I feel that joint up.
Meat don't taste like nothing. The flesh don't taste like nothing. You gotta spice it up. You gotta tenderize it. You gotta do all that other stuff. It ain't like, it don't taste like nothing either.
That's true.
So being vegan, what you learned so far? How your body been feeling?
So, I still be doing regular 9 to 5 sometimes. Like, I be up. Like, the other boys with the fellas, like, how is he? I do this, like, and I do construction work. I'm an electrical engineer. Like, I'm up. Like, my energy. I'm writing a book right now. At the same time, as you see, I got music going on. I got clothing line about to come out. So it's like, my energy is up. I'm scared to go back because I know I'm gonna be itis, I'm gonna be sleepy, headache,
Facts. Let's talk about that book, man. Like, what's the book about? Like your
I got a children's book coming out, and I do have a history book coming out.
Damn, that's gonna be dope.
What the children's book gonna be about?
I like that.
This is gonna be nursery rhymes. I'm gonna have a collection of nursery rhymes, like the next Dr. Seuss or something, Dr. Roots or something.
Dr. Roots.
Our minds or our subconscious learn in arithmetic patterns.
Right.
So if I could put history and instill knowledge at that age, it's gonna be vicious.
It's interesting you went to history because that's what everybody hated. Everybody hated history. Like everybody, man, fuck him, fuck her. Like that's how we need picked up ass book. They ain't reading that shit. Like fuck that shit. You know what I mean? We got history type shit. So.
You don't want to read about nobody else come up.
Yeah, so like when I started getting like older, matter of fact, pop quiz, right? Dang, we got 3 pictures up there, 5 pictures up there. How many? What picture stands out the most to you as far as history? It was 10.
You know, I'm gonna say all of them. I don't want to disrespect none of them, but I'm gonna definitely say the Black Panther and Frederick
that was
Douglass.
one.
Yeah. And that stood out to you.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Watch what I say on camera. One from Frederick Douglass. If y'all ever know about Frederick Douglass' story, right? He has a weird story, right? I know a lot of people got mad at Kanye for saying what he said, and we got emotional. That's who we are, emotional people. Even our language is emotional, what we use, the language we use. But slavery wasn't how they said it, or how we think we seen it or heard it. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't see it. But Frederick Douglass, if you read his story, he actually has a story where he fights his slave master, like he punches his slave master in the face. It's like, so from what we heard about the brutal slavery, it's like, would you do that to a slave master? Did you think it's going to castrate you or burn you and sit you on a stick, which they was doing? That's no denial. But what I'm saying, if it was that temperament everywhere, and it wasn't no type of, what they gave us the name for, it's called antebellum, where people was in isolated areas and they was allowed to do whatever they wanted to do because you was in an isolated area. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when they can tell this story later to you, to set a fear monger against you so you can set boundaries or parameters in your head on how far you will go, like we're doing now, because we only kill each other, this is how they would tell you. But going back to realize that, again, Frederick Douglass' story, why would you punch a slave master in the face if you knew you was going to die that quick? Which, at the end of the result, they didn't kill him or nothing. They actually just fake jumped him back. One person held him behind him. They hit him in his stomach a couple times, and they talked about it and roughed it off like feathers. Like, man, we just need more work, more production. So we talking about business. You see what I'm saying? So this is why we do got to finish Malcolm X's work, because he was getting into the studies of business and the ideology of nationalizing our people and nationhood and how big that can be on the international front.
So how can we do that now? Since you saying you want to impact the future, so how can we do that now, starting today, starting this new year fresh off? How can we finish his legacy? How can we be a part of it?
So it starts by knowing our story.
You gotta take the time to do that.
Because
you enlightening me, like.
But I'm also jumped on. So really, I'm a jumpstart our people. That's what the story is coming about, and the content on YouTube. You know, so if any funny business happen, it's still gonna be out there. And I'm glad you answered that question now, because the blueprint is out here. This is why we don't need no more that's top leaders that's just exposed where they can just take our figureheads. We still live in the old days. Because business, as they show now, is about representatives, and this is why they do that. Because if you take that figurehead, business don't stop. You got representatives, and you got assigned people to keep that going. So what we have to do now, again, is learn our story first. To learn our value system and resources, which is going to realign our priorities and principles from what we're doing now to networking with each other, which is
very valuable.
Very valuable.
What we doing today?
What we doing?
Let's give everybody a round of applause for coming out tonight. Y'all starting right there.
I can put a name on it, like the other people do. We gonna call it the Afro-American Renaissance, American Renaissance. And that's just to distinguish or the confusion of the other foreigners who call themselves American now.
Right.
But saying that too, so people won't be confused, according to United States, which is public, I can say it's United States Code Title 283002, the subsection of the definition of United States in that subsection of 3002 is a federal corporation.
3002.
Yeah. So Title 28, United States Code, subsection 3002. United States is a federal corporation.
I'm not saying you knew your stuff. I was watching a video, caught me off guard. I was watching. Somebody got pulled over or something, got locked up.
Yeah, and he was harassing people, huh?
Yeah.
That video, emotional, right? That's what I'm learning as I grow. I was just pulled over by them, actually. He was on another scene, handling another crime scene with another suspect, and just seeing me passing, being me. Near 28, people know where 28 is at.
Stay away from that.
Yeah, see. So He just decided to come around. He literally looked me in my face, hopped in the car, and rushed like I was a suspect to a scene, which is harassment since I'm not a suspect to a scene. And what he did was make up a probable cause, which he couldn't prove on camera. So when I was telling him this thing, saying you are doing my law, he left, and him and his little squadrons left, and they went to go harass somebody else.
Would you
literally within 5 seconds, like literally left me in it. So this was like, oh, I gotta record this. I gotta distract him with something, or yell at him with something. This is wild. It's like, this is crazy. And what they're allowed to do this because we don't go back and put these complaints on them or use the paperwork against them. Like they street people. They're not street. Ain't no code with them. Their code is paperwork. You gotta go put that complaint on them. You gotta go put that lawsuit on them. That'll stop them. That'll jam them up. You see what I'm saying? Can't just act like they street people and leave it alone. Like that's just another day.
Cause that's the word we call that. We think everything snitching. You know what I mean? I think like we need a code. We need to come to some type of agreement. Like even when it come to like sexual assault, that they was just saying like some people like I ain't trying to snitch. You know what I mean? That's too much work. And at the end of the day, what they gonna do?
What you really gonna do?
You know what I mean? So like we need to find like an agreement of
a real middle ground.
Real middle ground of what that shit really mean. What the code really is. The code got so double dutched in. And some shit went left, some shit went right.
There you go.
I've been asking you, left or right? You know, but everybody ain't gonna say right. Everybody ain't gonna say left. You know what I mean? So the code went so many different ways, and there's so many people who took this part of the code and used this, and I'm gonna edit this, I'm gonna fuck with this. So today's code, that shit, even like I look and everybody got, it's like groups and shit, how I see it and shit. It's like the woman support group, LBTG, I don't want to misconstrue they group because they go hard.
See how hard they go for this.
The age, there's so many groups and shit, but the black men don't got one because we don't even know what a man is or black male. There's so much shit that when it come to us,
we don't got that one.
We don't got what it is. We don't got a definition of that.
There you go, confusion. Making things perplex. You see what I'm saying? So now that creates chaos, and they can feed off that because they can organize that chaos. And since they are organized that chaos, they create that what structure? They create that liability on our end. They get to choose who plays the liability. They get to choose who live in certain neighborhoods or gentrify you or redline you.
Because you got to fill out the application.
Oh yeah, then you got a credit. I just had to mail my credit and learn that I could take my address off.
Certain addresses,
you got 3 addresses up there, all showing I lived in the hood. No, take that down. You know what I'm saying? According, you know, you gotta read. I can't remember this one off, but it's United States Code 15. Your consumer credit laws are all there. I think it's like 1691 and up to 1662 subsections. Oh yeah, I read.
How often do you read?
Every day. But
a book a day or something?
I multitask when I do it, so it's not a whole book. And I'm reading for a purpose. There you go. So a lot of our people too, I'm glad you said, a lot of our people read just to read.
Sex books.
See, the thing about
I love the most sex story. I love a sex story.
Before that though, before like, oh, let me get this. Like, like reading, like I grew up, shit, I was hooked on phonics and shit. So I was fucked up, I couldn't read and shit.
My mother had me on that and I could read, and that's what made me read better.
I couldn't, so I was on like Read 180, all these different little joints and shit. I couldn't read till like 9th grade. Like 9th grade, I learned how to read. But like, with reading and shit, there's a difference between reading and comprehending that shit. Cause you can start learning the words and shit. The words become easier. But you gotta take that shit and hold that shit in your mind while you saying that shit, or while you skimming through it, or whatever it is you doing, reading to yourself or saying it out loud. And that shit is a whole nother thing that you gotta learn within itself as far as reading. You know what I mean? Cause I can read the fucking book, but you ask me
what it mean?
What the fuck? somebody color coat was, or what color was this person, what race she was or he was or this. I wouldn't fucking know. But I read the book, you know what I mean? So that shit is complex within itself and shit. Like, as far as reading, I'm glad you said that you reading to learn something or know something. You reading for a purpose and shit. Like, if you're not doing that, I don't think you're reading the right way.
That's a fact. And that's what's going on again. We just fought in stereotypes or the narrative they want to control. So it's like, you gotta watch out for these. I'm telling you, like, it's a lot of ages and optics. Like, I'm just put it like this. Y'all got this thing called like the woke movement or wokeism. If y'all heard that, right? I'm not gonna speak too much on it because I don't know what's or what's going on, but it's just odd that it comes out now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And now they're able to do commercials and advertise their narrative of what woke is. Mm-hmm. And now people who are looking to be woke or think that's a plateau is going to be stuck in that bubble of woke. But you're not.
Really woke.
It's crazy, man. It's like the movie Get Out.
All the time.
Trapping mazes and mazes, and you just. So this is why I learned the root again. Seeing the root, which is go back to value, where we stopped at in resources, and that's real. Like, if we don't see that, we will be confused. Like, if we just check, even the stuff. Shout out Ken. Keeping it natural. This Kendall Pearl with the satin lining hoodie, so I can take it off and my stuff's still right. Things by my cousin Took. We're gonna get him right too. We're gonna get him on the, on the social media. My hair done by Kelsey. I invest in endorsing my people. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we was talking about the resources values, right? So when we get these type of pearls or we get this fancy or fabrics or fancy anything, we don't ask on a boss level like, how was this made? How much time it took? Who's the real labor in it? So that makes the cost. We just look at the cost and then look at our lifestyle or what we get and just say, all right, that's too much or that's too less. Or is it value with the other people, or how it's gonna make me look, or how it's gonna make me feel when people think of it? See the connections? And now the string theories that we hold each other up against that we don't want to acknowledge, see what I'm saying? That we actually could use to empower each other through this string theory or network or collective data as scientific researchers call it. So this is how we all can have thought bubbles and think of the same thing at the same time. But we use it to destroy ourselves and keep us in these boundaries that foreigners want us to keep us in. From, hey, you ain't got these, or you ain't got, you don't make this much money, or you don't control the Federal Reserve notes. How are we banging about Federal Reserve notes we don't control? You banging about the deeds you gotta go do to go get these Federal Reserve notes, and how much you got, and how much you did to go get. What are we doing here? We confused. We don't perplex the situation. Now everybody, the first human, the sociology and psychology will learn the first human quality, or one of the first human qualities, is acceptance. So now that you don't create this collective data, community, string theory, that's intangible but it's real, somebody wants to run to it and be accepted because that's a community. So I gotta go have this on, or I gotta go show this, or I gotta go do this, I gotta go crash out to be accepted.
And that's all it really is, when you put it like that. It's just like, I see the little kids now running around and shit like that, going crazy, going dumb. And I would love to talk to one of the OGs or who the fuck they look up to, because of what they saying.
Man.
I love to talk to them. I ain't gonna need long, just 5 minutes, quick questions and shit like see what they head at, you know what I mean?
For real.
I get to tell the kid, like, you look up to him, like, it's your dog, like, it's your big homie. You know him, like, and I think a lot is just the social media. Like, a lot of people look up to social media. Social media has been a thing to, like, a high pedestal, but to me it's an illusion. It's not the right data at all. It's not the right time. It's not nothing you think it is. It all fuck with your mind. There's no way you can post something at the current time. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's
Even that story?
impossible. Well, that shit is impossible.
Right,
Approach the story right now. By the time you do it, we already done it.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no way in hell you can do that shit at current times. So this shit is all the illusion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I post the way I post and shit.
Right.
Within the illusion.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. That's all. It's a game to be played.
Right.
And once you learn it, you master it. There's motherfuckers who master that shit, who sell pages and shit.
Nah, for real.
I'm like, damn, that shit. Motherfuckers got YouTube real estates and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is that?
Selling
Like,
pages.
I'm learning shit the more and more I look into it. And history is one of the things I'm looking into to try to learn. You know what I mean? When I came across your page, I didn't know what I was gonna get out you. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't know what the fuck.
But you talking that real shit?
Yeah.
You talking that real shit? No,
Real shit. You know what I mean? You passionate about what you do. Like,
Right.
a person can sell me shit off passion. How much do you love what you talking about? You selling clothes. How much do you love that shit? How much is it that you into it? And this dude passionate about, I'm fucking with him. I like what he doing. You know what I mean? I'm fucking with that. I'm spending my money with him. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know. Like, I'm so geeky about my money and shit. My money tight. I don't give a fuck. I need to know where this shit going. This nigga ain't no drug. I know this shit ain't going to drug. So I get some money. I'm supporting him. I'm fucking with him. You know what I mean? She do this. He do that. Oh yeah, she take care of people. Woo. So like, get some money and shit, I can support her. You know what I mean? Like, when I get my bag back rolling, I already know my supporters of who I'm going to based on them and they passion. You know what I mean? Like, even learning shit. None of that college shit really matters when you got passion. Passion sells. Like, I be looking at the dude, the Tarzan dude, about animals, the black dude.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Black dude. He's passionate. He knows his shit. He knows a lot more than a lot of motherfuckers. To me, he the black crocodile Dundee. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga know himself. I be geeked out like that. This nigga know shit about Earth, but he got passion for it. So even if he didn't know it, the way he talk about it, I
He was
think
gonna know it regardless.
he know what he talking about because he's so passionate about it. And with this, you passionate about it. Like, I real life probably be calling you or hit you on Instagram about history, you know what I mean? He don't know. Do you answer them motherfucking DMs and shit? Like, what's up with that? Like, oh, it's gonna be DMing you and that. Hey, bro, like, what's the code again? Like, I'm trying to do this, that. What do
I
you like?
definitely do. I'm not like that's gonna last though. I definitely do.
Like, yeah,
But
like,
you locked in for sure, so
Yeah.
I already
yeah.
know.
So let's talk about your music though. What made you get started with the music? Was it the history?
That, but I was just always around, you know, the rappers and stuff too. I'm really, you know, I was streets, you know what I'm saying? So, sometimes I'd be in the booth, I might rap. Some of them songs, like I said, like 4 or 5 years ago, that I had to put together on that first tape, on NTL 1. Then I made the NTL 2, those are newer songs. But, I was like, man, I can't put the knowledge in there, but I gotta. So when people were confused that they be like, oh, you be talking about the street stuff? Oh, I got to put my growth in there. Because if I just came out too also extra hippie positive. Yeah, peace, yeah. He's my mental side now. Like, bro, you changed it, bro. So if I just came out, people be like, bro, I know this. He used to, come on, bro.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's a huge thing too. Like, you gotta look at people for growth. Like, people still be looking at people due to their past. Man, you know, Johnny used to be robbing the shit out of people. Like, man, stop looking at bro for that. You know what I mean? Before he go back into that, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, this is all the people know me for. Might as well. Like, damn, I guess this one I was cool. You know what I mean? This is what I'm popular for. I might as well stick to it.
Now
So,
you stuck in that narrative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's controlling your narrative. See what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't allow that. You gotta be aware of that. See what I'm saying? And that awareness is gonna allow us to grow. You just like you were saying about you said something important too about buying from people or investing in people who's also, you know, what they're doing with their money.
Yeah.
That's economics now. So now that's what foreigners do. Foreigners ain't buying, they not worrying about this or that. We can go get that. Oh, Louis Vuitton, I don't care what Louis Vuitton got to get a boss man. Louis Vuitton, who they made this from? What's the fabric? Oh, Bangladesh or Indonesia? Or I'm gonna call the manufacturer myself and try to make a better deal. Then I'm gonna get that same fabric and call it. Now we got Christian Dior.
Yeah.
But they got the same. So when we start doing that, you feel what I'm saying? We're gonna be economics, and then again on the boss mind, we're gonna say I'm only gonna invest in who I know has my common interest. Now that's called compound interest in the bank terms. Now this is how you become multi-millionaires. You see what I'm saying? With the Federal Reserve notes. But you gotta create an entity, you gotta come together. This is what the entities are for. This is what the collective is for. This is what they're doing behind the scene. Again, you're not gonna see them invest in somebody that don't know what they're doing with their money.
Right.
Because it's voting.
Yeah, like I be watching like a lot of mafia and different families and shit. Even families out here, like we know their names, man.
Yeah.
Big entities, we buying their name. They real live name. This is their real live name, and they are billionaires on the regular. Like so many years in. I'm not even gonna say years. So many like centuries in. Like so many kids on kids on kids, and I'm learning little skills that they do. You know what I mean? Like one family, they was put like they pull money. Like you can get a family loan no matter how big it is. You can be 21, I need $1 million. They give you $1 million. They don't mind. They don't mind.
It's the family.
But your life insurance goes back to the family, and your life insurance is bigger than what you even asking for. And no telling what you gonna do with your $1 million. That might be all you need. Somebody might say, I need 500. 500K might be all they need. They might start a business up, and the business might be doing good for the rest of their life. All they need was 500K, 250. And guess what? They life insurance when they die is way more worth than that 250 that they in, and that shit go back to the family bank.
Get another loan for somebody else.
Another kid, your kids or whoever else, when they grow up, they want a loan for whatever, they can get that shit on the arm. And that shit just sticking in there, and that shit growing, getting bigger, getting
Family
bigger.
bank.
Family bank. But they got rules within these families and shit like that I pay attention to. You know what I mean? Like even Jewish people got rules and regulations and shit that they go by. But these are things that we need to start doing as well. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't on the same page, I see, with our people and shit. Or our, whatever you want to call it, our community ain't on one page. Our neighborhood ain't on one page. Our friends ain't on one page. Our family, like we just gotta like start dumbing shit down. Right. Start on page 1. Right. Let's get this shit straight first. People want to jump there and get that shit. No, let's get this shit straight first.
There you go. Now you see why I picked walk instead of run.
Nah, you smart, yeah.
Nah, no bullshit, man. This nigga right because the music don't match right now what we talking to.
Fuck no.
It's two different people we talking to.
Fuck no. I'm like, who that rapping?
Right. You sound like you should be like on some nip shit, like the way you talk, man. You said that compound interest. You gotta put that in one of the bars, man.
I got you. You know, but that's good though. That's what's going to build the interest.
So how you feel about your music? How you plan on evolving it to represent who you are right now?
I got that in the making. I don't want to say that. I can't say what I'm about to come out with, right? Somebody gonna steal it. But just know a lot of, Afro beats and stuff coming out, just like they're coming out now. And I think that's good for our people because those arithmetic patterns are natural to our DNA and our mindset and how we learn.
I think honestly, like as far as our culture, we should shoot for other type of music and genres just to take over. That's just my life. If I was into other shit, I'd go for what they ain't on. Well, cause we gonna support. You know what I mean? We're gonna give it a listen at least once. Hey, what the fuck is this? We on a rock song, this shit, country song, whatever the case, pop song, like whatever you wanna put it into. Even Andre 3000 playing that. Everybody gave it a spin. Everybody gave it a try. You get what I'm saying?
I ain't let's do it.
That's on you, but you always wasting time.
I might catch him a little later.
It's cool depending on what you're doing and what you went to, but it's cool and kind of like for me, like when I heard it, I'm like, dang, I know where he gonna get his money from. a lot of people go to sleep to certain sounds, shit like that.
Yeah.
And if you put his shit on like repeat, that shit gonna be bumping on.
Yeah, I'm even thinking that.
And it's peaceful.
Yeah.
It's calm and peaceful and shit. Like that shit ain't gonna wake you up to the point scare the shit out you. Or hey, you in some type of element. You know what I mean? Those type of sounds that he playing.
Sleep to.
Sleep to.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta listen to it. You know what I mean? Like your soul could listen to it. You know what I mean? And then you'll feel different. So that's how I looked at it when I heard it. I'm like, that nigga, I like smart for real. It's different. Some people sleep too. I slept with somebody before that. Somebody, yeah, cut the rain on. I'm like, what? Cut the rain on? What you mean? Like,
I used to do that.
Real loud, listen to certain shit before they go to sleep. Ocean
I do this at the fireplace. I like the crackling of the fire. I put it on YouTube, put it on fire. It's like,
just relax.
I can see it now. I can see that flute joint, the sleep. That's all right.
It's on the flute joint.
Hey, now you probably gonna give it a spell.
On my way to sleep. Yeah, we'll see what it do to me.
It's good fun. Like, as far as like history or like what you want to recreate as far as history, like what you think you gonna tackle next? As far as recreation that you don't like what's going on, I gotta take care of this.
Exactly. Right now, I'm about to come out with that history book for us. It's the American, our story.
Hey, I need so you do that. We need what?
Book signing right in this motherfucker.
Right.
And it's going to put all the correlations and investigations that I did to show that, well, one, they done, again, complex things and then dumbed us down at the same time and made us think that God had to make one group of people come from one place. Two, you have other variables that they don't add in there, that they just spick and span and scattermind you. This is why people are scatterminded. Like things like the Earth was one, we got the Pangea, and it broke apart, which you actually can see. So this is stuff you don't have to take scientists' word for. You can do your own discovering with your own eyes. But then you gotta go back again and scatter pieces like, well, was we here when the Earth broke apart? Then how long was dinosaurs if they was here? See what I'm saying? And if the world was together when we all was here and we all survived the breaking apart, which we know we did because these are different stories, then we wouldn't just be African or just this or that, because you don't have an African Caucasian, or you don't have an African Indian, or you don't have an African Chinese. Chinese, just admitted they all come from Africa. We know they come from the Khoi people. And they from down south of Africa, so we know they done went all around. See what I'm saying?
Chinese?
Yeah, the Chinese people.
Yeah.
Did their DNA, they know they from Africa. Pacific, they come from the Khoi people, which is all the brown skin with the wide nosed people down in South Africa that was originally before apartheid came about. Yeah.
Take them back.
So now, like, now stepping into like coming into 2024, people mix breed like a motherfucker.
Right.
Mixed breed like a motherfucker. A baby, like my mom, she passed now, so they can't go out there. But she raised me on don't crossbreed. Just told me never crossbreed. You can do what you want, but
Well,
don't crossbreed. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So would you get your white girl, G?
Wise empress.
I date.
I date, but you want?
Yeah, I dated before. I dated Asians, white. Yeah, we had our fun, kicked it. It was cool, but. How they look at me and how we look at them is totally different. And that's something I can't hide. You know what I mean? Like, she can't hide that either. You feel me?
Folks probably feels
people say that Hank, you bringing him around? What he doing around? You know what I mean? Like, they gonna try to, it's gonna change you. You're not gonna be who you are. You ain't gonna be able to go in there and join your hat cop.
Like this. Like that.
Put your head on. You about to be somebody that you're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not going. They're not gonna understand you if you're not all the way put together.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't speak in Ebonics and shit like that. They ain't gonna understand that shit. What the fuck is he talking about? You know what I mean? This guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, before she passed, like she used to have me on that, and she dated Mexicans. She all types of people liked her. But she always told me, don't crossbreed. Don't crossbreed. I think that's what a lot of like DNA like stuff be happening within the crossbreed. I don't think
Funny you say that, right? Another thing I wanted to bring up, right? Africans, a lot of people don't know. Y'all so-called, they think we started from Africa because of that. They try to control our narrative. If people don't know, a lot of, just like these crossbreeds, if you want to be a nice word, or hybridize, a lot of these, all of these races, let's be real, are coming from mixed breeding. Now, off the root to support my evidence that I know copper-colored people come from America, go back to before the Ice Age, which they moved from 20,000 years ago to now it's only 13,000, 12,000 years ago. Which I can actually believe that more using my own eyes, because we can go back to watching the ice walls from Canada recede as it's still receding now. We can see Antarctica still receding as it's receding now. So just, we gotta use our eyes. But my point is like, we know all of us that come from one place, and then when we go into Africa, let's talk about genetics. Africans create what we call these albinos.
I heard of that.
And the albinos come from what they say usually come from consanguinity or consanguinity, which means inbreeding. Consanguinity, yeah, that's what it is, which means inbreeding or incest. Having sex with somebody that's too close in the family.
Yeah.
So you get a recessive gene. Which don't make don't make Caucasians. Let's be
Is that 100% true? I know a couple albino people.
So you say again?
I know a couple albino people.
There you go. So Ansel, you know what I'm saying? And
No, I never knew that. The backstory. That's all I was like,
you know, people are sensitive. And
yeah.
You know, so I bring that up to say,
I mean, you got families that date each other, the Proctors and shit like that, like last names, but really like real life don't give a fuck. You could date your cousin, type shit. It's
so
just cool.
Arabs, all of them, Arabs, Chinese people, Koreans,
You could date your cousin.
they had to date their cousins and all that just to make who they are today. You wouldn't see these people if they'd be just a spurt like of people. They wouldn't exist. They'd be back to brown. Cambodians or people are brown people with Angkor Wat, which has pyramids over there, which is another thing that's going to be in my investigation, showing how the pyramids connect all around the world. Like, we've been all around the world. We are the Phoenicians. This is the whole psychosis that people are having with, again, an identity crisis. We're saying we Hebrew Israelites, we this, we Moors, and the crazy is like all of them right and all of them wrong about how they going about it. See what I'm saying? Because, again, truth is truth and it got to be argued. See what I mean? So it's like the Morocco people or the Moors, it seems like they overshoot it because, again, they have a narrative which we can all tie back to, which is the common law of the land, bloodline. So this is why your mother was wise and she said don't crossbreed. Because that's the last hope we got. And that is their offense, and that's the only defense we have. Because since the beginning of times, this is still now, like a Spanish person come across this fake border and have a baby here, he's allowed to stay now. Because his son or daughter just became American, was born in American soil. But that ain't their law, that's just what we came with. We was matriarch like we still are, we still should be and still be pushing. And if you was a foreigner and didn't have no baby or didn't have no blood ties here, you was a foreigner. You was just that, and you could never be American. See what I'm saying? But now that they're in a perplex things and people don't know that, again, United States Code Title 28, subsection 3002, it's a federal corporation, and when you talk about the United States, you're not talking about the land America. But now it's perplexed, because now you got foreigners walking around saying, I'm American. And you think, or we think, we're African.
Yeah, look, I ain't know.
Not you.
I ain't know. What should I say then? What am I? Tell me what I am.
So we should go with this, just keep it simple, American.
American.
And now, a lot of people look down.
Do we say we black?
No.
Don't?
No.
We ain't black.
Black is a color. We're going to keep that way it is. It's an adjective.
So what?
We were talking about nouns, verbs, and adjectives earlier, right?
So on a little junk, they say white on that joint too. So that's no such
That
thing as
came
white.
after they called us black. That was the whole point. To keep that narrative pushing. Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm hearing her talk. She's on it.
Yeah.
She's on point.
They made black, then they made white. They like, yeah, this shit two
Black was
different
made
things.
first. That go back to the black codes in 1600s.
Yeah.
And then you can look at white. White wasn't made till like 1871.
Ooh.
In the 1870s, when they brought a whole bunch of Germans over here on the boat, we didn't come over on a boat. You had interpreters, African interpreters, who already had trade with us, which Morocco shows the evidence of. So that's what Moroccan or Moor should be showing. Not arguing with people. It just shows that we had trade already with Africans. It shows that we've been here already. Not because we are Africans and we came over here before them, because we was over here doing trade with Africans, which is Morocco Empire, which has nothing to do with Morocco, that was founded in 1956 in North Africa. And it's something to do with al-Maghrib, which a lot of our history is in Arabic, which
Sure.
derivative from Hebrew as it's Iberic and Iberic,
Yeah.
same thing really. But one you just don't pick up the pen.
Yeah.
And they
English
started
and
changing
all
the
of
shit.
that. Yeah.
You see,
It was all Arabic.
Yes, sir.
Because it's more like scratch.
Yeah, there you go. So it was coming from the heart. So when you study light codes, you really light codes come in waves. This is how we started writing. Even over here, this is why we write in cursive.
But they
You talking
taking that
Europeans
out
now.
of the school
Curriculum,
now.
yeah.
Curriculum.
There you
Cursive is now about there's no cursive right now.
You should hold on to it.
Why?
Soon there ain't gonna be no writing.
Yeah.
You see, because you
It's
talking
gonna be
about
typing and
real,
shit.
not to get
Real
too
bullshit.
physical, but you talking about
Like, write what?
real manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Because other than the first manifestation would be from speaking from the oral, like the Bible was telling you. But after that, the blueprint is writing, and that's
But
what
I think about it too. If they take it out, how you gonna read it?
we gotta teach ourselves. That's good.
You know what I
Teach
mean?
ourselves
Like
how
now, that shit just came to mind. They take it out, then they ain't talking about it.
Right.
So if you see it, you ain't gonna know what the fuck
It is.
Right.
It's cursive, but you don't even
You
know.
don't know how to
And
read that
and now
shit.
you can't
Right.
do what? Investigate history.
Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of history is in cursive.
It's in cursive.
It's in
Yeah.
cursive.
There you go.
Damn, that's
So
gonna
you
be
see how they
fucked
gonna
up.
keep going? They're gonna take slavery out too. So this is why I had to write that book, and this is why we have to start our own
History.
Before institutions, we had to start our own our commonalities, like what we, again, as a people, just like we thought we was black, just how we can agree that we black, just how 45 million of us could start wearing skinny jeans at the same time and all this. We can start these other codes, like you said, these other rumors and all these other stigmas, which is good stigmas, you know what I'm saying? Positive stuff like, hey, we gotta keep this like cursive. Hey, we gotta keep this books. Hey, we gotta keep this other languages.
And then it's ways to keep it,
Yeah.
but we need enough people voting and signing. You get what I'm saying? Like I be in these community events, they need signatures and shit. You know what I mean? We not coming out to sign nothing. Like fuck, we put our name on this hot ass shit. You know, niggas gonna be niggas. You know what I mean? My name though, like fucking need my name though. You know what I mean? Niggas be super. I'm super secretive too. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody came, man, bro, we trying to do this. Like my name though. Like, you know, like you need my name. Like some shit we just got like real life be okay with. You know what I mean? Certain shit because. Shit, we push it as far as history. I mean, our name ain't our name. I mean, we want to put it there, but yeah, real shit. It's just we need some type of codes to start getting to.
It's like you said, bringing awareness to it, like we doing now. You know, and when people are going through that pain, as we doing now, that's what I learned. Emotional empathy for my people, the passion.
I gotta ask you a question
drive
once
me
you
too.
finish it.
Got you. And it drives me too, but I had to learn to chill out on my empathy of being so sentimental, sentient for our people, right? Because I see that everybody got their own path, right? And now we so stuck in their illusion, which was part of their game. People are just getting what they deserve, kind of, for lack of better words, not to be. But with this chaos, what I'm saying is that we can feel this way for somebody or feel that way, which is going to affect that day. And now we're going to go about something and then we're going to be part of another loophole or cycle.
Yeah.
Instead of staying neutral and staying king, what we saying. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, neutral could be king.
Yeah, it is, because that's the only way you're going to have the most observance.
Yeah.
It's called the observance effect. Anything being studied that know it's being studied, it's going to change.
You got to.
There you go.
You got to.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like that. That's deep. G, what's your question?
So,
What's your question?
depression, right? You've been depressed before. How long was it? How long did it take you to get out?
Just making me a way to do count. I ain't even did no count, but I say about how long was I in it? As a matter of fact, really, it's like probably like a good 4 or 5 years, right?
Damn. 4 or 5 years of depression.
Yeah, so I can say I was getting out. It took like 2 years ago. So maybe I was in depression for like 3 years to like 2 years ago.
That's what's up. That's what's up. When you was in depression, did you know you was in depression?
Nah, that's why I said it's kind of crazy.
So it's crazy, right?
Nope, you don't.
Depression
know.
crazy because you don't know that
Yeah.
shit is ain't normal. Like I was in the shit, but got out. Shit, I was in the shit quick. Like, my shit wasn't like that. Like, I be hearing people like you said 4 or 5 years. I'm like, oh shit, like, that's a long time to get down that motherfucker. So I got the fuck out of that joint. I'm like, I ain't nigga, you ain't never going back that one. No, nigga, nigga, you was like. It get down bad. Bullshit. But it ain't feel down bad because where I was at in my life. Like, you feel me? I had everything. Like, good. Like, shit. Like good. Like, this shit wonderful. And shit just hit me. Like, oh, what the fuck is this feeling? Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, can't nobody see it. Can't nobody. You can't even talk about it because you don't know you in it. Type shit. Yeah.
And it's another thing, so you said important language. And if we don't comprehend what we doing, we can't even understand it, right? Something deeper than that. How do you talk to yourself if you can't even understand these words? So what I'm telling you is the deeper level I'm learning is that I became aware that some of our people can't even understand themselves because they can't comprehend themselves.
Nah, see, and that's what jails do. They put you in a hole. You don't know yourself, so they put you. They say this shit the worst place you could be, but honestly, you're alone. You're alone. Can't nothing happen to you where you at, but you freaking out because you never been alone before. Like I was in the hole for a split second. I'm like, what the fuck? But I probably was too strong for the hole. Like this other shit that catch my attention that I know that I'm cool. Like man, can't shit really, you know what I mean? Like I can't even hurt myself in this bitch. You know what I mean? I'm in a fucking hole. Like I can't. But people freak out and that shit bring you a different type of person. And they want to scare the shit out you with the hole to make you do what they say.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But you honestly is honestly by yourself. And it's nothing like, you still get to
take it the wrong way or we're doing too much. How can we kind of make our community more mindful of what we're doing and more cautious of like our behaviors, the way we talk, what we spread, how we are, like just as people so we can be better mentally?
I'm answering in 2 parts, maybe because my mind is tactical a little bit and more aggressive on the aggressive side. But on the less aggressive side, I say we got to make it a trend. You know, it's going to come because a lot of people is getting tired of dumb people. People that know nothing, and especially women. And once that woman really lead the minutes, like, well, you can't solve nothing. You can't fix a thing.
Exactly.
You ain't got nothing. Yeah, that's what I mean by deeper values than the money. Is what's the real potential?
Exactly.
The money gonna follow you, but do you have potential for the money to follow
passion.
you? The passion. There you go. So I think it's gonna have to, we'll have to set trends on that one. People gonna be able to create the awareness for that. The second one, me, I got attacked to catching people where they at. Nicely on being. So it's like people using their words to express themselves all day, as I am so right now, but their actions speaking louder. So when I catch their action contradicting their word, I don't know how you might say it, or you want to say it cleverly, you want to say it nicely, you want to give them a tip, like, and whether they take it nicely or not, you're gonna see the glitch in their mind that their awareness has caught themselves, because not only you seen it, now they gotta see it. Whether they do it again or not, they're gonna make sure how they do it or what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So now they're aware of themselves. That breaks that psychosis instantly. See what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of our people are dealing with: psychosis and things that's again blocking them from wanting to be on the outside perimeter or think outside on the outside perimeter.
It's deep, man.
Any more questions?
We got to give it out of the
Like you can't ask no question. We be here all night.
Be here all
We be here
night.
all night.
Yeah, though. We're gonna ride out to that.
Find you
Yeah.
Yes.
You can find me at Huegawd, JR Mobile, at Huegawd, aka Huegawd on IG, YouTube, Hugh Nation. Look up JR Mobile Music. Versus if you want the content or what content you want, you know.
That's a good one, man. I'm proud we had you on shit, man.
Yes.